You're listening to the Hot Rock Podcast. Steve Garland hanging out with my buddy Eric Martin from Mr. Big and the Eric Martin Band. Now, I want to shift gears, Eric, and talk about this new release that is coming out in just a couple of weeks from the Eric Martin Band. Now, this is, I think, the original demos. You and original member John Nyman are going to kind of walk me through this.
415, Eric Martin Band. There's these two brothers, got a record company called Metallic Blue, and they're out of Utah. I met these guys. I was on the road. I don't really remember where we played, and I ran into these guys, and they go, yeah, we're huge fans of 415 and Eric Martin Band.
So this is not the original album that the EMB released. It's better. Explainify to the fans what this is that's coming out in December.
One of the brothers, Jacob, is the one I've been talking to, Jake. He basically gathered up all this. I mean, he also got it from some music from me, and he got a lot of stuff. John had a lot of unreleased stuff from the Sucker for a Pretty Face album that I didn't even remember. So many years ago, I mean, 40 years ago, we wrote Sucker for a Pretty Face, a couple others. And then we got the song "Don't Stop" by Frankie Miller, one of my all-time favorite singers, right up there with Paul Rogers. And we put together a Sucker for a Pretty Face album, but we had to, every time you do a record, you have to do your demos. I mean, that's what I'm doing with Paul now. So these were just the demos of the stuff, and they were really good. And every musician, male, female, that's out there listening to this, there's sometimes where you're just so married to the demo and you go, oh my God, this is great. And then you do the record and you go, oh my God, the demo was so much better because maybe there's too many cooks in the kitchen, producers and engineers tweaking things, but the demo sounds more raw and the vocal is always like a little, scratchier and not so clean. It's, it's from the gut. It's real, so that's what this is. It's full of the songs that are been mixed and mastered to perfection, like the Sucker record, but they're demos of the songs. The majority of that record. Oh yeah, there's one song in that record, and I think can you see the track?
Yeah.
Is a song called "Love in Question"?
Yes, it's track 10.
Yeah, dude, John wrote that, and I wish that was on that Sucker record. But this now is like, Metallic Blue Records are putting this out. This is fantastic. Even 40 years ago, that thing was sitting on a shelf forever. What a great song. Love in Question. And John does a lot of, me and him used to do duets all the time, way before the Richie Kotzen days when him and I did it. And way before I did it with any duet with anybody, John and I were the guy. And it's the original artwork or the original photo. That was going to be Sucker for a Pretty Face album. We were leaning up against the wall that was adjacent to the Warfield Theater, and we're all, dude, I'm wearing leather pants and a black leather coat and a skinny black tie with a white shirt.
Skinny Billy Joel tie.
Dude, yeah, I look like, like the poor man's Wyatt Earp. And that was supposed to be the album cover. And then Jim Welch from the Journey crew, he put together this my big ass face on the Sucker for Pretty Face album, which I never really liked.
Eric Martin, your bandmate John Nyman. There is an EMB album after all these years coming out, and it's in many ways tracks that people have never heard before, songs they may be familiar with. But tell us about this new release that's coming out, 40th anniversary on December 22nd.
This record that's coming out is, people know the Sucker for a Pretty Face versions. They're not the original versions. They were recorded a year before at Fantasy Studios when we were getting ready to do an album and we were demoing up our best songs. Well, we had 16, 17 songs that we went in with, but we only put 10 on the album. And a couple of those came about after these recordings. 10 Feet Fall, I think, was recorded afterwards. I can't remember right now, but I'm just saying Sucker and all the songs of these demos are from Sucker, Private Life, Letting It Out, Love Me, Catch Me If You Can, Young at Heart. Everybody that knows that album knows those songs, but they're the fantasy versions that are different. I mean, Eric's not singing the same. We're not, they're close to the same song, but they're a different version of the same song. So with that and another 8 unreleased songs from that era, all recorded there also at Fantasy, are some really great tunes. People, I think, will be pretty shocked when they hear it all together. Go, wow, this is great. They should have released a double album. I mean, It's just that good to me, some of these songs, you know.
So it's more raw. Does it feel to you more like it was just fresh out of the can? Because this is the first time you guys ever recorded this.
It is. Every song you're going to hear, it's like that first time it got recorded.
We've been talking about it this hour with guitarist John Nyman. It's going to be available at metallicbluerecords.com. And I just found the release paper that was sent to me, and it says available also on iTunes, Amazon Music, Spotify, and iHeart. So, yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
It's everywhere starting December 22nd. Last plug for it, a perfect stocking stuffer for you EMB fans.
Order it right now. It could be shipped to your house in time.
Awesome. Thank you, John, for spending the time. I appreciate it, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon. You have a great holiday.
All right, thanks. We'll see you.
I want to thank John Nyman for joining me to talk about how they unearthed all these tracks. And if you want to learn more, just go to metallicbluerecords.com. They're the folks who helped put all this together. The album, again, Sucker for a Pretty Face. Just go to metallicbluerecords.com and look up EMB or Eric Martin Band. As always, my thanks to Eric Martin of Mr. Big for also joining us on the show today. He is currently on tour with Mr. Big. If you want to learn more about their tour, just go to MrBigSite.com. That's MrBigSite.com, and you'll learn all about their current tour. I'm Steve Garland. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you missed any part of it, we put these up online so you can listen to it again, the whole thing, anytime you want, on demand for free at our website, hotrockpodcast.com. Thanks for listening.